Hey guys, welcome to Crochet Wonderland. Today I'm teaching you another version of a Crochet Rakhi, and it's this one. It's really quick and really simple and very pretty. Let's get started. Okay, got my yarn and my hook. And to start, we're gonna make a magic ring. You can make a big one if you want. So to make a magic ring, you're gonna wrap the yarn around your pointer finger like this. Then towards the right side of your middle finger and ring finger, you're going to make an X like this. And then this top right loop over here, just gonna insert your hook. Then you're gonna twist it clockwise. And with the working yarn around your hook, make your loop big, push it to the side, and yarn over, turn your hook to the left, push your hook back, and pull through that loop. There we go. And now we're gonna make 12 half double crochets. And to make a half double crochet, before that we're gonna learn how to make a special standing stitch instead of chaining two. So to make a special standing stitch, you're gonna learn how to do a single crochet. And to make a single crochet, you're gonna insert like this. I do hook over, but you can do yarn over. That's what most people do. It doesn't matter. There's just no difference. You're gonna just pull it through to bring up two loops on your hook. Then with the yarn over here, you're gonna yarn over, turn your hook to the left, and pull through both loops like that. Then in this bar over here, like that, you're gonna insert in that bar, see? This one, and then you're gonna yarn over, pull through, then yarn over, pull through both loops to create one small half double crochet. I'll teach you how to make a half double crochet, but right now you can place a stitch marker like that, and then tie it in the loop. And now we're gonna make 11 more half double crochets because this counts as our first half double crochet. To make a half double crochet, you're going to yarn over, you're going to insert, then you're going to yarn over, turn it to the left, pull through to bring up 3 loops on your hook. Then you're going to yarn over, turn it to the left, slowly pull through all 3 loops. And now let's make 10 more. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, which is third half double crochet. Let's make our 4th one. And 5th. Now I'm gonna speed up a little bit on my normal speed. And we're on our 12th one, including our special standing stitch. So insert, pull through, and then pull through all 3 loops. And sorry if I'm going too fast, you can always slow the video or pause. Now just tied in the magic ring, so there's like no small hole, like that. And now we're going to make a slip stitch into the first stitch. And to make a slip stitch, first take your stitch marker off. And now insert your hook in the first stitch. You're gonna yarn over, turn it to the left, and pull through that stitch and all loops on your hook. Make sure it gets really tight so you don't mistake it as a stitch. In that first stitch, you're going to make a single crochet. So remember, insert, yarn over, pull through, 2 loops on your hook, then yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And now let's place our stitch marker like this. And now we're gonna make another one in the same stitch. See this little hole over here? Insert and make our second single crochet in the same stitch. That's called an increase. And then you're gonna chain 1, which is yarn over, turn it to the left and pull through the loop. And then the next stitch, you're gonna make a slip stitch. Insert, yarn over, pull through, and pull through all loops to make a bump, and you're going to repeat that. So now in the next stitch over here, don't mistake the stitch that you slip stitch to. Go to the next stitch and make 2 single crochets, chain 1, and then the next stitch, slip stitch, and just repeat that until the end. There we go. I've completed my last slip stitch, and now you know the first slip stitch we made. It's obviously your hook is obviously gonna still be be able to go through it. If it can't, you can use a darning needle to make it bigger. But you're gonna insert in that. You're gonna see that small one over here. I'm gonna insert and make a slip stitch on that, and now you can just chain 1 and fasten off. And now you can sew and cut your tails, and I'll be right back. There we go. Cut and sewed my tails up, and then now it's time to make this little wrapping thing. Unless you have anything else you want to use, but they're still the same technique, I'm still going to use my maroon yarn. Time to get our darning needles, our yarn, put it through like this, and then you're just going to put it through the side like the back, see, and then to the other back. Make sure that nobody sees that like the yarn is going through. That's why I was like putting it through the back of stuff. And then I'm just checking if it looks proper. Yes, it does, because we don't want to mess it up, right? Then you can make it towards the right size, like that. Now it's time to add on the beads. Okay, but before we do that, the first thing I want to show you is this dangling thing that I did for the puppy. I know first it was like this, but I decided to curve it up and sew it in the back so it looks like this. But you can keep it straight, you can put 2 or 3, you can do whatever you want. But I put like 1 flat, 2 of these like beautiful diamond shaped ones, and then 1 flat, 2, and then flat. That's what I did for the dangling thing. And now let me show you how to sew on these. Okay, I've got 4 flat beads like these, the ones I put for the dangly, the flat one. And I realized that there was a problem. My darning needles couldn't go through it, so I couldn't sew it on. But I decided to use thread and sew it on. So what you do with thread is you're gonna take the thread and you're gonna double it up so it becomes a little thicker. So you're gonna double it, and then you're gonna put your darning needle in it, and you can make it as long as you want. So I put my darning needle through, and let's start by putting the beads. First, I'm gonna put one on the right, or the top. I'll put it on the top actually. I'm gonna put it here. So before we do that, we're gonna get our darning needle and we're gonna place it behind where you want it to be. Like this. And mine's over here. And then now you're gonna put the golden or whatever bead through the darning needle like that. Pull it, and then you're just gonna pull it through the other side, and you have to do that at least 2 to 3 times like that. And you have to do it on like the other side. You see what I mean? That's what I mean. So you're gonna repeat that until you get all 4 beads, or as many beads as you want on each. Okay, I finished sewing them on and it's looking great. And I'm done with my Rakhi, but you can add some extra beads and stuff on the side if you'd like. But here's your bye and Babi Rakhi. And with some yarn beads in 10 minutes you get a bye Babi Rakhi. Crochet Rakhi. I hope you like it. It was a nice and easy tutorial. And thank you for watching my video. Please like, subscribe, and share. Bye guys!